Yo, One Piece, chapter 1093, Luffy versus Kizaru. We're getting right into it. I did hear there's a break next week, so I do know that. Cover page, Tarsier Brothers steal Kobe and Helmeppo's glasses. Now, yeah, I always wondered if that band thing around Helmeppo's eyes were his glasses. I mean, it's just such a weird thing. Weird look. That's cute. Tarsier Brothers. In Japanese, Tarsier is glasses monkey. Oh, what are they called? I have seen these monkeys before. I forget what they're called. Anyway, it's the ones with the big eyes. All right, we ended off last time with Luffy grabbing Kizaru, playful little guy, like an action figure holding him up. So let's get right into it. Free as can be. She. Luffy! Yee. Well, this is a pickle. Hey now. Luffy's fucking doing this. Woohoo! Be gentle. With me. Just fucking whips him. Just fucking helicopter. He's like, you want to throw me through the goddamn lasers? I'll do the same with you, baby. Throws him. You went flying. We should use this chance to get out of here. Yeah, leave Kizaru to Luffy. I mean, the title is Kizaru versus Luffy, so are we actually going to get Gear 5 Luffy versus a fully powered up Kizaru? I can't wait. Where are you going, Atlas? To the lower stratum. I'm going to override the Pacifista's current objectives. If I don't, we'll be fried by their lasers the second we drop the barrier. Good thinking. Whoever controls the Pacifista, win this fight. And no one on the island has a higher command authority status than us Vegapunks. True. Just a second, Atlas. I'm coming with you. Well, because obviously main Stella body has power over... But doesn't Gorosei have the highest power, though? So, I mean, Saturn is here. Just a second, Atlas. I'm coming with you. Huh? You think we're gonna let you go too, old-timer? The whole point is to keep you alive. I know, it's just... Frankie-kun, come in. It seems Bonnie was knocked down to the lower stratum. Can you confirm? She's survived. That's great. Kizaru kicked her face first into the barrier and... How could a strapping young lad like you let that happen to her? God damn, Vegapunk. He's like, Frankie, how could you let that happen? To Bonnie? To the little girl? My bad. I'll help her right away. But the barrier's still up. Hey, this is Sanji. I want in on this Bonnie rescue mission. Of course, man. Second floor, building A. Vegapunk, I've got everything you asked me to bring aboard. I'll head to the back exit. Let us rendezvous there. So Sanji and Jinbei, along with Vegapunk and maybe Frankie, are teaming up a little bit to go to the lower stratum. Meanwhile, on the Fabrio stratum down below. Yeah! Stay away from the city center. Jewelry Bonnie must be close by. Because everyone's a kid, just like in Sabaody. Or an old man. Be on your guard. She could be hiding anywhere. Oh, flip. If you're careless, she'll age warp you. Sort of a... Where did that whippersnapper run off to? She's got her hood up. I wonder if she always has her hood up. Does that have anything to do with her power? Damn it. Blast her to bits. We've spotted Sentomaru. He's been burned to a crisp. Damn. I mean, yeah, he tried to block Kizaru, but Kizaru fucking lasered his ass. Sentomaru. Yeah. Now we get a little mini flashback of her crashing through the barrier. Yeah, her not being burned is pretty crazy too. She's falling. Oh, gets caught by Sentomaru, who was burned, but he still had the power to grab her, power to save her. Bonnie, get out of here. The Marines are coming. Sentomaru. What should I do? Can I hide until the heat dies down? Oh, she's trying to, save him. Labostratum. We got Zoro versus Lucci. Oh, so Luffy's like just floating, and he's looking at Zoro fight Lucci. Oh, Zoro, you guys are really going at it down there. Ka-ching, ding. Need a hand? You just focus on Kizaru. Lucci and Zoro are panting, going at it. Lucci with his claws, Zoro with his swords. If this is the best you've got, it shouldn't fall to the captain to handle him. Ooh! If this is the best he's got, it shouldn't fall to the captain to handle. Zoro saying, Captain, you gotta handle the admiral. This guy's weak shit. He may have beat your ass a little bit at Enies lobby, my ass as well. But I can handle him now, baby. Is that so? Then I suppose the head of an emperor's number 2 is still a decent consolation prize. Lucci, Lucci, you're awakened, man. Don't sell yourself short now. You should be aiming for the main head, not lowering yourself to the second. Come on now, Lucci. Fucking Kizaru got whipped, about to hit the ocean. And he's still chill about it. At this rate, I'm gonna take a dip in the ocean. Now, what did he do here? Because he's light, can he bend himself above the water? Is he kind of refracting, kind of reflecting off the water? Is the vibe I'm getting right now? Or did he just... No, he didn't move his hand. His hands were crossed. Because if his hands were out, he didn't want to touch the water. He'd move his hand. No, his hands were crossed. So he's flipping around. He's just kind of turning his body. He's like a little airplane. Doing a... Yasakani no Magatama. Shooting. And he's shooting because now he can warp with his light. Okay. That's interesting. I'm just wondering how his movement works completely. Because he can't just fly, right? But he can warp. So I don't remember if he warped... When he warped away from the thing to, like, hit Luffy, did he also shoot particles and then go to those particles? Because that's what he's doing now. He's shooting the particles and he's warping towards them. At the speed of light, obviously. Shing. What? Luffy just sees a bunch of little specks of light. Oh no, this man is doing shadow clone jutsu. But it ain't shadows, it's bright light. Light clone jutsu. What the... I mean, that's crazy. Can any Logia... That's crazy. Logias can't just clone themselves like this, can they? Like, if Akainu just threw a bunch of, like, little magma blobs, can you just recreate Akainu's? Like, what is this? Man's doing some double stuff for My Hero. Ame no Murakumo, the last of the 3 imperial regalia of Japan. When that is the sword move he used when he was gonna cut Zoro, but then Rayleigh came in with the foot. Classic move. Him making his lightsaber vroom, zoom, but only one of his clones did it. Zoom, vroom. Whoa! That hurt. Oh, Luffy got cut. That hurt. Gum gum. Booming Dawn Whip. Now is it because he's huge? Is it because he's a big boy? It's booming? Booming Dawn Whip. Because Dawn Whip, obviously we know. Dawn Whip is because he's in Gear 5 and he's using Conqueror's, I'm pretty sure. Conqueror's coding. Booming Dawn Whip. I wonder why it's booming. He cuts through the Kizaru with the lightsaber. Hits the other one. But because he's in are these simply are these... No, it is real because he got cut, so it's not like a hologram. unless that is the real one. But then Luffy kicking through him, to me, if he's in Conquerors, and that means Kizaru is like Katakuri kind of future sighting the kick, because I feel like he would have gotten hit, right? More hollow ghosts. Which one's the real one? So I guess they are holograms, but it's interesting that he still cut him though, even if it's a hologram. Is Luffy going to be the one with the light touching gloves? Because we know someone has to put those on at some point. It was foreshadowed. It was a little bit of a Chekhov's gun, Chekhov's gloves, you know? Luffy seems to be conflating the holograms he encountered in chapter 1062 and Perona's fruit power. Yes, we know that. Which one's the real one? We have an army, and now they all have the lightsabers. We have an army coming. Just following Luffy. Gotcha. Come. Booming Dawn Stamp. So it looks like he's coating his sandal, his foot, in armament, but we can assume that's already Conqueror's coated because of the awakening. The booming thing is interesting to me. What does that mean? Booming Dawn Stamp. And so he's like, you're following me, so I can now hit you all in the line. Right? And they do all have the lightsabers. I'm trying to see if any... We don't really see the lightsaber on the other... We don't see the arms of the other guys. So when he did it, I think all the clones probably did it at the same time, to be fair. The question is, are they all in the same stance? Are they all doing constantly the same thing? You know? Is it just kind of refractions of the same person? Because that'd be interesting. Booming Dawn Stamp. Did I take out the real one too? Yeah. No way. He's back there. Yeah. So it's just a distraction. Okay. Does he control them though? Does he have to be in the stance? Yeah. He got me. Oh shit, Kizaru's got Usopp. Go, Luffy! As Brook's got his sword up to... Brook ain't scared. Brook was never scared of Kizaru. How strange. Vegapunk's not here. Nami's also got the lightning rod out. You know, everyone's ready for Kizaru. Huh? Hold on. Let me get in, Vegapunk. Let me in, Vegapunk. Oh, what the fuck is this? We got a little Vega Tank 8. Got a little vehicle that's not going in the tube. It's going on top of the tube and like breaking it. A little escape pod with wheels. With the wheels having like the clouds around them. What's gotten into you? You look like you're gonna burst a blood vessel. Oh shit, Vegapunk's getting serious. You no good marine brigands. Don't you dare lay a finger on her. Hang on, Bonnie, I'm coming. I'll be damned if I stand by while a little girl gets murdered. So obviously, I mean, it's not great when, like, the clone, like Stella clones are getting, when the Vegapunk clones are getting murdered, but they are clones. But the thing is, it's like you don't want Bonnie to die, obviously. He is friends with Kuma. He did probably see her grow up a little bit, so Vegapunk's a caring guy. And Shaka, because he got killed, the good, maybe now the good has reintegrated itself into the main body. So he's making moral decisions on what he believes is good. I'm just re-looking. So we got Luffy killing the clones. But then Kizaru grabs Usopp. Luffy is scared of what would happen. But he's like, Vegapunk's not there? Like, good. Vegapunk's getting the fuck out of there. Applegramps! Don't go down! You're gonna get yourself killed! And where do you think you're going, Vegapunk? Did Luffy... Kizaru does a zap. Does a pzoom with his light. Luffy not only gets in the way, but he opens his mouth wide. and he eats that shit. He goes, ah, boom, boom, ah, and the fucking light comes out of his eyes, out of his mouth, out of his nostrils, every orifice in his face. Also, is Luffy shirtless? I think Luffy's shirtless this whole time. I didn't notice that. Did the zap buzz off his shirt? That's cute. I just noticed that. Yeah. Huh. That's funny. Whoop, I scrolled a little too far. Whoopsie. Wow, my eyes, it's so hot. So, I'm tagging along too. Lilith, use General Frankie to get the ship out of danger. True. Okie dokie. I mean, yeah, which is what I thought. Like, so, just quickly, last chapter also ended with, was it the chapter before? No, it was last chapter. The giant awakening. Now, obviously, the giant is a direct replacement for the Vega Force one, right? It's probably the same size, might even be a little bigger. So it's like the giant is the base prototype, or the base instruction sketch for the Vega Force, and then the Vega Force sketches are the base for the Frankie Shogun. So it's like it could be getting smaller, it could be whatever, but it's all kind of the same technology, right? They're all basing it off of each other. So yeah, but I didn't talk about that last time. I didn't connect the giant, the ancient giant being connected with the Vega Force as like, oh, the Vega Force is now dead. The ancient giant can now awaken and continue the mission of carrying the Sunny to the edge, or just getting it off the island. But we got the Shogun, the Frankie Shogun, just to move it a little bit. It's probably strong enough to do something. So, Egghead Port. Urgent update. Dr. Vegapunk is attempting to leave the Labostratum and head down. Stand by to deactivate the front ear dome. You can reseal it in a jiffy, right after they pass. Shaplink. Deactivate. Okay. He deactivated the barrier. Drink. The vehicle's going down. Or no, it's still in the city area? No, it's coming down. They're coming down completely, down the whatever's holding up the cloud, I guess. All Pacifista units come in. This is an override command from Vegapunk. Your new mission is to eradicate every last Marine on the island. But the thing is, we've talked about the hierarchy of the Pacifista control in multiple chapters. I'm not going to remember which chapter right now, but if I look up the Vegapunk control hierarchy, we have the 5 elders, Pacifista command hierarchy, 5 elders, Dr. Vegapunk, Stella, and satellites, although he should probably be above the satellites, but I mean, I guess they're all him, so. Then Sentomaru, then anyone with the authority chip. Now the thing is, do they know, they knew that the Gorosei were in contact with York, right? But they don't know that Saturn is on his way. Nobody knows that Saturn is on his way, right? I mean, Kizaru, of course, does, but, like, none of the pirates do. And Vegapunk doesn't know. So Vegapunk thinks he is now in control because he's going down. He's like, all right, this is necessary. And then, obviously, like, Vegapunk the Stella doesn't... If it's all the same, then only Atlas would have to go down and give this order. But... because he wants to save Bonnie, and Bonnie's down there, he's putting himself in harm's way. And so they give this order to the Pacifista, but the thing is, they don't know that a Gorosei is coming, who has the highest authority. So once Saturn says something, are the tides about to turn? Well, maybe for a bit, until Saturn comes on land and gives the exact opposite order to both the Pacifista and the Seraphim, and then it's all out war without the Pacifista on our side. So that's gonna be rough. There is a break next week, and we do have a nice color page of all the light clones coming at Luffy. Let's read some comments just because we have time. It was a 20-minute reaction. These reactions have been going pretty fast. I'm obviously not going to use up like all 30 minutes of the time. I could spend maybe some more time thinking about things and what's going to happen in the next chapter, but I usually don't. Usually that's on like third reread or after I watch some reactions and stuff, like some stuff clicks. Sentomaru gave up his marine status for Vegapunk, helped Luffy and the others, stalled Kizaru, fought with Marines in the world government, saved Bonnie. Goat Maru don't miss. Sentomaru's a good guy. Severely underestimated, but also we just haven't seen him, his battle, like, you know, he's ultimate defense, but then his armament got fucked by Kizaru, and then he got fucked by Lucci. So, not showing too much in terms of battle prowess, even though we know he has a lot of it, based on pre-time skip, but I'm not that impressed with how far he was thrown. He's a light guy after all. Okay. Sure. Shadow clones, light clones, Kage Bushin, Pika Pika Bushin. Love that. Pika Pika Bunshin. And he didn't have a name for that attack. It was just and then just making like growing holograms out of each piece of light. Yeah, and then everyone's referring to Bonnie as a little girl. Her first appearance in this arc, coming out of the water, being in child form, does make you wonder, and I think in that reaction I might have also mentioned, it does make you wonder if that's her normal form, without, like, obviously water makes your devil fruit kind of turn off, you're unable to use it, so she's unable to, like, age herself up in a way, so it is curious just how old she really is. Oda taking every chance he can to remind us that Luffy is the sun god with the light coming out of his face. I do love that. That's true. Very true. And I mean, I mean, I know it's cartooniness, but it's like a laser attack just turning into like regular light is, you know, like Luffy just completely like devaluing the attack power of Kizaru's laser and just making it into a funny thing is, you know, ooh, it actually makes me wonder. Ooh, making a joke of someone else's power being Luffy's power really makes me think of like Blackbeard, right? And not Black Hole. Is it Black Hole? When he grabbed Ace, and Ace wasn't able, like, every time he grabs someone, they're unable to use their devil fruit. So he's like nullifying their devil fruit in his own way. I wonder if Luffy can, in a sense, nullify devil fruit powers by making them into a joke, right? He's nullifying the attack power of Kizaru's laser by eating it and then just expelling it. Like, it did no damage to him, right? Like, that seems like a trap card. So that's interesting. So, like, Blackbeard has a direct way of nullifying devil fruit powers, while Luffy has a way of nullifying devil fruit powers that makes them into a joke. That's an interesting thought. Alright, I think that's all I really have to say about this chapter. Next chapter, we're just continuing. We'll see, maybe Saturn will do something at the end of the next chapter. We do have a week break, though. Kizaru not hitting the water, doing that little bzzz is also interesting. Wish we saw a little more of Kizaru. I don't know if this is really, like, I guess the shadow clone thing, the light clone thing is impressive. That's definitely impressive. Because I wonder if other Logias can do that. Like, can kind of just make blobs turn into him, can Smoker, I mean, he has so much smoke, can he just, like, create clones within his smoke? It's a good question. Alright. That was my reaction for chapter 1093. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye now. Peace.